What is going on, everyone? Hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to be doing a video in partnership with bzfuture.com, who specializes in selling gaming peripherals like keyboards, mice, headsets, gaming chairs, things like that. And today we'll be taking a look at the Motospeed BK67 keyboard that they were kind enough to send over to me, which they sell over on the website, as well as the Motospeed V100 gaming mouse. Now, BZ Future actually works in partnership with Super CDK, who I'm sure you've seen me advertise before on the channel for Microsoft Office products like Microsoft Office, Windows 10 Pro licenses that you can get really cheap, and you can save extra money by using my code JP25 at checkout. That'll knock 25% off on any software keys that you pick up on Super CDK. But today we'll be focusing on their peripheral division with bzfuture.com, as I said, who are currently running their back to school sale where you could save up to 50% on any of the peripherals they have over there. Like I said, keyboards, headsets, earbuds, gaming chairs, even this cute little pink bunny one, which is awesome. Why haven't you sent me that yet, BZ Future? I mean, I love the keyboard, I love the mouse, but I want the pink bunny gaming chair. I mean, that's really where my heart is at right now. I need this pink autofold gaming chair. That's pretty much my life goals at the moment. But in all seriousness, we're going to be taking a look at this 65% keyboard. So it has 67 keys total, which means the function row from the top is cut off, and you'll have to utilize things like the function key on the keyboard to regain those controls, which you can also use to adjust things like the RGB lighting. There are some drawbacks to going down to a 65% keyboard, but they're super popular at the moment because they take up a smaller footprint on your desk. And this is my first experience using one. And while I do miss the function keys at the top, I really do appreciate the smaller footprint on the desk. And it's really just nice to have, especially considering the fact that this thing can work in a wireless mode. It does work wired as well. As you can see, I have it hooked up on the included braided USB-C cable, but you can work this over Bluetooth 5 with up to 3 different devices, and it has support for not just Windows, but also Mac, as well as Android. So you can hook this up to 3 different devices at a single time. So this could be a really good compact keyboard to, throw into your bag, especially with back to school. Like I said, they got their back to school sale going on. You can save up to 50% off, or you can get 15% off at any time for the mouse or keyboard by using my code JP15 at checkout. So if you wanted to switch this over to wireless, it's as simple as doing a switch on the back, and there's an FN key combination. Everything's laid out in the manual that it comes with if you want to switch over to the wireless or the wired modes, but I primarily use this in wired for my testing, playing some games and doing some typing tests and things like that. In the box, it's a pretty simple affair. The box actually did get dinged up a little bit in shipping, but thankfully the packing inside was sufficient to actually keep the keyboard perfectly safe, and there was no damage done to it whatsoever. In the box, all you get really is an instruction manual, as well as a keycap puller, and then the keyboard itself. So really not too many frills there in terms of the unboxing experience, and that was the case as well for the V100 gaming mouse they sent over, which matches the color aesthetic of the BK67 keyboard that I went with. I got the yellow color because it matches PC Master Race, it matches the colors of my channel, it matches the Yeti that I drink water out of every day. So I kind of wanted to have fun with it and go with the yellow color scheme, and so far I'm really liking the keycap set that this came with, but it also does come in a red and white option over on their website if you wanted to go ahead and get that instead. And of course, this is a mechanical keyboard, and this particular model is utilizing a red switch, which is rated for up to 50 million clicks. It is not a Cherry MX switch, but it is Cherry MX in style, so it's a very similar type of switch. So any type of keycap sets that you would want to go out of there that use that traditional Cherry MX stamp to attach the keycap, then you can go ahead and do that and do different keycap sets if you wanted to with the Motospeed BK67, so no issues there with that. You're going to find a lot of compatibility when it comes to keycaps. In terms of the physical characteristics of it, this is a very lightweight keyboard, but despite that, it's still very sturdy. Even though it's a plastic chassis, but it's a fairly thick plastic, and it totally feels solid in the hands. I mean, picking it up and trying to, wrench it back and forth, I cannot feel any flex in the chassis on the keyboard. So that's really nice to see. On the backside, we do have 4 rubber feet to help keep it in place, and it does do a solid job of keeping it in place when I'm typing or gaming, and it doesn't really move super easily, but of course it's lightweight, so you can pick it up and move it anytime that you need to, but it keeps it in place when you need it to stay in place. And on the backside, we also have that Bluetooth switch if you do want to switch over to the wireless mode for whatever reason. And even without the use of software, thankfully, it was very convenient to go ahead and switch between different lighting styles or different solid colors, or disabling the colors altogether, or adjusting the brightness, whether you wanted it brighter or lower, or like I said, completely off. You can disable the RGB if you want to by using a combination of the function key and the arrow keys, or page up, page down, delete. There's a few, like I said, there's a few different combinations, and it's all laid out in the paper that comes along with it, so you have easy control over the entire keyboard. Also went ahead and did some gaming on the BK67 keyboard, as well as the V100 mouse, and happy to report that it was great for, you know, a affordable keyboard and mouse combination, which can be added for, you know, together for under $100 and get the functionality of wireless. I think that's a pretty good deal. And then you could throw in my code, as like I said before, JP15 at checkout. That'll get you additional 15% off, and I'll show you what that'll look like here in a moment. But quickly, I wanted to give you guys a typing test so you can get an idea of how the keys sound when you are typing on the keyboard, as that is a big factor to some people. Since it is a red switch, it's not going to be overly loud or obnoxious like something like a clicky blue switch. It's a linear switch, which means it's a lot faster, better for gaming, and it's not going to make as much noise as those other clicky switches like the blues, like I said. So here's a quick sound test on the BK67 from Motospeed. So there you have it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below on the sound of the BK67 keyboard. And if you are thinking about picking one up, like I said, I also did test the V100 mouse, which is not the primary focus of this video, but I did enjoy my time with the mouse playing Rainbow Six Siege. I didn't have any issues hitting headshots and snapping to targets quickly. That also does have RGB function on it, which you can adjust by holding the forward button and clicking the middle mouse button. Will adjust between different lighting cycles and different lighting modes if you want to go ahead and adjust that. And on the back, again, no software required here, which I always do appreciate, honestly, because it's just more crap you have to put on your PC. So I like that this has physical buttons on the back for adjusting the DPI, as well as the polling rate, which does go up to 1000 hertz, which is honestly what you should just leave it on full all the time. And it's got 5 different DPI modes. The mouse is not wireless. It is wired, and it is a sleeved sleeved cable, but it is a very lightweight sleeving. It's actually one of the lighter sleevings that I've seen. It's fairly common nowadays. You will see this type of sleeving on the V100 mouse on other mice, and just totally adds to the flexibility of the cable while still giving you a wired connection, and also the lightweight nature of the mouse as well, from this honeycomb design on the outside, which I've never really used before. I've seen it around, and I know it's become very popular because people like lightweight mice, and I wasn't sure if it was going to be for me, but I actually really do enjoy it. Not just for the lightweight nature of it, but also the grip. Like, I didn't expect that part of it to really factor in, but because of the honeycomb, it's not like an annoying, I thought it would like be annoying like in the hand, like the way that it would feel, but it totally adds to the grip. Like, I feel like I actually, like especially my finger, my pinky and my thumb on the sides of the mouse, I feel like because of that texture that's there, that surface area, that I'm getting a better grip, especially when I'm having to lift the mouse, like after a flick or something. If I have to lift the mouse to sort of set it back in place, it feels very grippy, and a lot grippier, more grippy than my G305 wireless mouse, which I've been using for years. So I really appreciated that on this mouse, and something, like I said, totally unexpected for me. So if you do want to pick up the BK67 or the V100 mouse, you should shoot over to bzfuture.com and go ahead and add your items to your cart. And if you want to get the keyboard and the mouse, you can go ahead and do so. Add both of those to your cart, and then go ahead and proceed to checkout. Once you're in the checkout screen, all you want to go ahead and do is drop in my code at checkout, like I said, JP15, and apply, and that's going to go ahead and knock 15% off of your total price. So there, it saved us $14.13, knocking it down to $90 if you wanted to get the keyboard and the mouse both together. That will save you a considerable amount, about $9 on the keyboard, $5 on the mouse. So you can just get one or the other, or whatever you want. Like I said, they have a lot of categories, lots of stuff they sell over there, and you can use that code to get any of them. So be sure to use the links down in the description below to hit up BZ Future and check out the different products that they sell over there. Again, this is Motospeed. This is just a brand they happen to sell on their website, so I certainly appreciate them sending it out for me to check it out. And I would definitely consider picking one up if you're looking to get a good keyboard for about $50 with my code. Especially when it offers, lots of different functionality. The wireless mode, the 3 different devices, might not be something that everyone needs, but for the people that need it, this is a pretty affordable option. So go ahead and check them out with those links down in the description, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.